Allen Comedy Hour.
Television is quite remarkable. Besides being a source of entertainment, most of the time anyway, it also serves us in another important area. For example, each year, very large sums of money are raised for worthwhile charities by means of that ancient institution, the telethon. Now, thanks to these telethons, the day may come when we've conquered all the serious diseases. I know we all certainly hope that that day comes soon. But when it does finally arrive, I'm serious about this. What is going to happen to all the people who now actually make a living working on telethons? They're going to probably stimulate some other problem and do a telethon about it. So we'd like now to show you what might happen when that day finally arrives. Here it is.
From the heart of Manhattan into your hearts, it's the big 14th annual telethon for Prickly Heat, bringing you the greatest names in show business in a special fundraising program that kicks off this year's campaign against Prickly Heat. And here is your master of ceremonies, a great humanitarian, a man whose name is synonymous with disease, Steve Maudlin.
And hello to all you friends out there watching. Well, so here we are again with the big annual Prickly Heat Telethon. All righty, yes, sir. And again, we're depending on you good people out there to stay up all night, to miss work in the morning. Call us on the phone, make your pledges, send in that money, tote that barge, lift that bale, and help stamp out this terrible scourge, Prickly Heat, right? Right! Okay, cool it. Now we have a lot of your favorite stars. I'm talking about the biggest names in the business. Right over here on the phones, ladies and gentlemen, waiting for your phone calls. Big, I mean big people like Frankie Darrow, Toby Wing. Yes, Gwyn Big Boy Williams. How about that for the name? Rod LaRock, Sidney Toler, Jack LaRoe, and Honeychild Wilder. What do I have to tell you? Come on. Imagine that, folks. These wonderful people, most of whom came out of retirement this evening to spend a few hours here, mooching drinks and sandwiches all night long. Great troopers that they are. Yes, sir. I'll tell you the truth. We practically cleaned out the Lambs Club, ladies and gentlemen, to bring you this star-studded lineup. Now, remember, our goal this year is $2 million. Okie dokie. At the moment, let's go to our tote board and see how much money we have raised. The first total is 76 cents. $76. And there we are. That's fine. I think our telethon's going to be a little longer than we planned. Okay, 76. That's the spirit, folks. But remember now, Prickly Heat. I'm serious about this. Prickly Heat can strike anywhere. Under your knee, on the back of your thing, right in through here. It can go anywhere. And my friends, Prickly Heat strikes without regard to race, creed, or nationality. Remember, the itch you save could be your own. Now, do you realize, my friends, I'm very serious about this, that a man gets prickly heat in the city of New York every 29 seconds? We have that man right over here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. There he is. All right. He's dead game, ladies and gentlemen, and I know you're greatly impressed with his courage. It's a wonderful thing, a thrilling thing. So keep that phone call coming in. Now, in New York, the number to call. In New York, the number to call is New Jersey, 496-7. And in New Jersey, the number is New York, 5700 to be. And if you're watching in Massachusetts, I want to congratulate you on your great TV reception. I don't understand it at all. And now let's get to a little entertainment here, folks, and I do mean a little, but I give you really a very clever young comic who has just come over here from between shows from the Sorry, folks. He's just come from between shows at the Copacabana in downtown Boise, Idaho. That very witty, snappy young funster. Let's welcome the king of mirth, Lenny Jackie. Here he is.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Marlin. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Boo! Hey, I want to tell you it's great to be here for this great cause, whatever it is. Okay. What is this, an audience or a jury? Boo-hoo. Okay. Yes, sir, I just want to tell you a funny thing happened to me on the way over to the studio tonight. Bum came up and running up to me, and he said, "Say, buddy, I haven't had a bite in 3 days." Who? Then there was a time when these two Armenians got off a streetcar in downtown Boston. I know you're out there, folks. I can hear you breathing. No! And now I'd like to give you my impression of Lionel Barrymore, ladies and gentlemen. Listen, Jocko. You're the guy who gave it to my brother in the back. Don't afford, folks. Just throw money. Zappo! But seriously, folks, moving right along here. How do you like me so far, right? Hey, move! I don't have to do this for a living. I can always sell tennis shoes to Howard Hughes. Okay. These are the jokes, folks. Too smart for them, Steve. Going right over their heads. Yeah. Come on, folks, laugh it up. I laughed at you. Okay. People are crazy today. Take my wife, please. And that's why I say, just keep laughing. Keep smiling right in your
And now, ladies and gentlemen... Okay, folks. Isn't that a great little talent? Whatever he does. Oh, by the way, now, you know, a lot of performers are going to come out tonight, have a lot of fun and glory, but without the people backstage who help us, we couldn't do these things. We all have to eat and drink coffee all night long tomorrow morning. I'd like to thank Sam of Sam's Delicatessen on 6th Avenue for all the sandwiches and the coffee being served here tonight. He's a sweetheart. Sam, come on out here, gosh darn you, and take a bow. Come on, don't be bashful. Come out here, Sam. Come on, boy. Nice to have you, Sam. Wonderful fella.
Thank you, folks. Thank you. I want to thank Mr. Modlin. I just want to say that I'm behind this 100%. My wife is a sketcher. I also got a nephew, Leo.
Nephew Leo?
Hips himself apart.
Gotcha.
And I know exactly what a terrible Scrooge this is.
No, it's not a terrible Scrooge, sir. It's a scourge.
It's that, too.
Okay.
And because I feel so strongly about this in my heart,
yes,
I am personally giving all these sandwiches. I got it salami, pastrami, liverwurst, coleslaw, pickles.
Good
and
for you.
of course, a special southern fried chicken. That was a joy. And I'm also throwing my carbonated soda, because after you eat all these goodies, you're going to have a prickly hit in the tummy. Thank you. You're doing a wonderful job.
Thank you, sir.
You have made a lot of friends. They're crazy about you.
That's fine. Thank
You're
you,
a
sir.
star. Are you a star? Ooh.
Sam, there he is. Now let's go over and find out what the new total is. I think it's coming in pretty good, and the new total is... $1.25. Well, folks, we're not getting off to the fastest start in the world tonight, you know what I mean? But I know you're not going to let us down out there, are you? Remember that depending on you, friends, listen to this. 1 person in 20 will get prickly heat this summer, and he'll give it to the other 19 if I know these people. You know what I mean? So there's no getting away from this thing, friends. I tell you, we're determined. We're going to stay up for 72 hours straight and get this money raised. So now, let's bring on the next act. Moving along, Sabu Weintraub and his old girl Elephants doing their great medley from The Sound of Music. Here it is. Sir, how about the Flying Walensky's? They were wonderful, the Flying Walensky. Don't worry, Mrs. Walensky, we'll get you down pretty soon. In about 67 hours. Okay, and now going into, I think it's about the 18th hour here, let's meet and greet, and this is a very important gentleman, ladies and gentlemen, let's meet and greet Prickly Heat's medical advisor, the eminent physician, Dr. Seymour Clyde. Doctor, come right out if you would, please. Good evening, Doctor. Nice to see you.
Good evening, Steve. Good evening, prickly heaters.
Dr. Clyde, now, at the present time, you are the head of the National Prickly Heat Home for the Itchy, are you not?
Who says I'm not? Of course I am. I discovered prickly heat many years ago. I got a patent on it.
Oh?
Anytime anybody itches, I get a penny.
I see. Well, tell me, sir.
I'm glad you do. It isn't clear to anyone else.
That's perfectly all right. But I want to ask you this key question. How did you get started in this field?
Well, I started from scratch, believe me. And when it comes to prickly heat, I don't make rash statements.
No, I didn't. But here's the most important question of all, Doctor.
I hope so.
More important than the last one.
Anything will be an improvement.
That's right. Here's the main question.
I'm waiting.
All right, Doctor, this is it. Seriously now, can we beat this thing?
Oh, no, I wouldn't recommend that.
No?
Maybe you could rub it a little,
I
but no beating.
No.
I don't believe in that.
That's quite all right.
By the way, Mr. Moreland, did you ever have prickly heat?
Yes, I did once back in 1959.
You owe me a penny.
We'll see you later, Doctor. Thank you very much. Dr. Seymour Klein. And now, moving along here. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going over here to the panel. I promised you big names. I wouldn't let you down. You can trust me. Ladies and gentlemen, look who's here, right from Warner Brothers. One of the great young stars, Mr. Randy Rugg. Here he is. Nice to see you.
Good evening, Steve.
Nice to have you with us, Randy.
I'm just handling a call here.
Good. Randy Rugg.
Yes, and your name, sir? Wilmer Banky calling, Steve.
Good.
Wilmer Banky, and you want to give $10. $10. Wonderful,
Great.
wonderful. Where are you calling from, Wilmer? The other end of the panel.
Nice.
Yes, I'm down here, Randy. Love your toupee.
Okay, we'll see you a little later, Randy. Keep those calls handling all right there. Now, ladies and gentlemen, look who we have here. We have glamour and excitement here tonight. The lovely lady of the silver screen, Mary Victor Moore. Here she is.
Hello there, Steve, darling. Oh, it's so wonderful to be here for this great disease.
Yeah. Well, I must say it's marvelous to have you, Miss Moore. If you don't mind my just saying this right out, you're a wonderful person.
How true. Oh, it's so wonderful to take part in this campaign because, you know, we had prickly heat right in my very own family.
Well, that's too bad. On your father's side or your mother's side?
No, on my side, right over here.
Yes. Well, now you're going to do a song for us a little
Oh,
bit
I
later.
certainly am.
Good. Okay, we'll see you a little bit later, Mary.
Thank you.
I want you folks to know that she's a great humanitarian and a credit to her race. A wonderful person. And speaking of race, ladies and gentlemen, how about a nice hand for Mr. George Token, right here, Mr. Token. Nice to have you with us, George. Next time, please do not sit in the back of the panel. No, I speak from the heart, ladies and gentlemen. After all, television can educate about these things. And now for some entertainment for you prickly heaters. Who is backstage there? Wonderful. Really? Oh, that's just great news. Ladies and gentlemen, the king of the tap dancers, Mr. Taps himself, Vince Fagudi. Here he is.
We'll rejoin the 14th annual Prickly Heat Telethon right after this message.
Vince Fagudi. Let's really hear it for Vince Fagudi. Wonderful, a great little trooper. Thank you, Vince, for 3.5 days of really exciting dancing. Incidentally, folks, as regards that dancing, what'd you think of it, George? I mean, considering, not too bad, right? These people know, you know what I mean? Okay, here we go. And now, moving, ladies and gentlemen, into our third day, we're trying to raise $2 million. Let's go once again to the tote board. The total is now $127.15. Folks, I don't think you're trying. I'm going to give you a chance to make some pledges now. My voice is beginning to give out. I'm giving my all. You're not doing your part. I'm going to bring back now a great singer of songs. Listen, lucky for you, she's not that great. You know what I mean? What I'm getting at is that while she's on, you can get on those phones and make those pledges. Come on there. So here again is that lovely lady of song. A nice welcome for Mary Victor Moore. Here she is.
I should like to sing a song now, which I think explains exactly why we are all here. I can't forget that you've forgotten me. Please don't forget that I forgot to forget. You forgot that I forget to forget the night we met. I forgot you were so pettable. It was all so unforgettable. We can't forget what we forgot before. And when forgetting is forgotten,
forget it.
I wasn't finished.
That's what you think, sister. That's all. Miss Victor Moore, I want you to know that while you were on, the phones did not stop ringing. I'll tell you that much. So let's look again at the tote board. The new total is $27.15.
Oh!
Listen, sister, while you were singing, $100 in pledges were withdrawn.
Isn't that marvelous? And now for my next number,
Wait
ladies
a
and
minute,
gentlemen.
wait a minute. We can't afford another number from you.
Oh, really? Well, then I'll just say a few words to America.
Just a second, just a second. Wait a minute. You give me an idea. Okay, folks, I've been nice with you. No more Mr. Nice Guy right now. Do you understand what I mean? You wouldn't give money? Okay, now you're going to get it. Go ahead, sister. Talk your brains out.
My friends, my own dear mother and father, bless them, they're gone now. They'll be back in about 20 minutes. But they taught me, out of their own heroic suffering, that this disease strikes without regard for faith, creed, religion, or belief. All wonderful causes in themselves. And so I say to you, dig down into your hearts and... Oh, I can't go on.
You're telling me. Folks, I get steamed up. I came here to bring you people entertainment and fun. You don't want entertainment and fun. You don't get anything like that because I'm going to tell you something. What is it, kid?
I collected some money.
What are you talking about? What'd you say? What?
I collected some money for Prickly Heat.
Oh. Folks, I'm sorry about the way I was acting. Look at this, a little kid, a scout of some kind. Tell us in your own words what you're doing.
Well, you see, I went all over the neighborhood and asked people for money.
Oh.
And I broke open my own piggy bank.
You beautiful little fella. That's wonderful. Imagine that.
You see, my mother and father had Prickly Heat.
Oh, you poor little son of a gun.
Yes. And they were so busy scratching, they didn't have time for me.
So what?
So anyway, I raised this here money, and here it is.
You're a beautiful little fella. How much did you collect, you little sweetheart?
11 cents.
Get off the stage. Get that punk kid out of the theater altogether. Don't even let him look at them. Somebody stop that kid. He's grabbing a sandwich. Folks, I'm burned up now. Yes, I'm not going to stand any more of this. I'm losing my voice. You stink. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to hold my breath. Yes, my breath until that tote board goes up. Here goes. Very funny, folks. Okay, you win this time. Oh, incidentally, Doctor, thank you. You saved my life.
That's all right. You owe me a penny.
Get out of Now let's get back to the tote board and see how much money has been raised. The new total is $29.52.
Well, folks, our objective is $2 million, and we still... Listen, I haven't given up. We still got about 2.5 minutes to go here. I know you can do it out there, so keep those phones ringing. Listen, I'll tell you something. As soon as I go off the air this morning, I'm catching a plane to Chicago where I'm emceeing another telethon altogether. This one, my friends, is aimed at stamping out the greatest killer of them all, natural causes. And I'll tell you what, I want you to listen. Come here. Hold all those prickly heat checks and make them all out to natural causes. It's a much better deal. This whole thing stinks here. Now, listen, that's about it. Our telethon for this year, that's it. We'll return you now to our regularly scheduled program, which happens to be a rerun of last year's telethon. So good night, good morning, good riddance, or whatever this is.